waiting for that ride to show up so we can get in and start playing. I'll stay live as long as I can, and unfortunately, if it doesn't go live, then this video will be short, and we'll try again tomorrow. But we'll stick around here and see what's going on. But while we're waiting, let me go ahead and go into my build, show you what I'm kind of running right at the moment. I'm running the 3-piece Alpha Bridge and 2-piece Striker. My DPS, as you can see, is 267. Toughness is 362. And skill power, as of right now, is only 92,000. I am running as my main is the LVOAC. As you can see, as the assault rifle, it has an additional 18% enemy armor damage. Its base damage mitigation is just a little over 18,000. Its base RPM is 850, but with my mods, I added 45 more points to that. I am, in total with my mods, I'm running at 63 rounds. The talents rolling on it is Vicious, Deadly, and Destructive. Again, with Vicious, critical hit chance is increased by 10% while having more than 2 segments of health. Deadly, critical hit damage is increased by 15%. And Destructive, armor destruction value is increased by 15% when using this weapon. Now, the mods I have on my LVOAC, I have an extended mag, 4% critical hit damage, and 5 3/4% rate of fire. My optics is a small RDS scope, which gives me 12.5% stability, 5% headshot damage, and 4% optimal range. My muzzle brake is 14% stability, 2% accuracy, and an additional 6% headshot damage. Again, the only reason why I have so much stability on this, even with the 2-piece Striker, which gives me 20% stability all the way around, is this puppy kicks like a mule. I've tried it, tried different types of ways to build the gun, and this is the best that I could come up with. If you guys have any suggestions on how to help keep that mule from kicking so hard to where I can change, take some of that stability off and add something else to it, please send me a message, on this stream. If you like what you see, punch that like button, and I'll make sure that I can get you guys some more content. But getting back to it, the last thing about the LVOAC that I'm running as my primary is my underbarrel, which is an angled grip in red. Again, it still has 13.5% stability, 4% critical hit damage, and 5% reload speed. The reason why I don't have a skin on it is because it's got the military green, which I enjoy that color quite a bit. I think it looks pretty awesome. And as of right now, my secondary is the AUG A3 Para SX. It has the 38% critical hit damage. Base damage mitigation is that 16.8, and the RPMs 725. Mag size is 25. I really wish some of these would have a bigger base magazine, but beggars can't be choosers. They've got to have shortcomings somewhere, right? Now the talents on the AUG A3, I've got Sustained. Killing a target increases your health by 6%, so that helps me out a lot with my build. Again, I have Destructive on this one, which gives you that increased 15% armor destruction against the named enemies and the elites that have that extra armor. It does have dominant, but I will be taking that off and maybe looking for brutal, maybe even competent possibility. Don't know yet, just still playing with it. I just got it in the DZ earlier tonight, so I'm just testing it out. I have the extended mag on it with 4% critical hit damage, 5.5% rate of fire. Another small optics, like on my LVOAC, it's the same there, same scope. The muzzle compressor is a small one, but it gives me that 12% stability, 2.5% critical hit chance, and 6% headshot damage. And then, of course, my underbarrel, which is just the angled grip, gives me that 13.5% stability, 5% reload speed, and 2% accuracy. And then the skin that I have on it, which is that digital NWU. The way I have this one modded, it has no recoil, no kick whatsoever. It's spot on. It's a lot of fun to use. I've only used it in the DZ as of within an hour ago. It's kind of fun, something to get used to because of the small mag size, but we'll just go from there. And as I said before, the equipment I'm using is that 3-piece alpha bridge. I was just coming out of the DZ, so I got to change this around a little bit. I'm running the Ninja Bike messenger bag for the DZ. Obviously, it dropped 1 fewer public items and lose 20% less XP when killed in the dark zone. Major attribute is armor, and then my minor attribute is 53% ammo capacity. Now, as far as my mods on it, the best 2 mods I have on it for me is the 2 of the 5.50% first aid self-heal. That helps me stay alive if I have to pop my medication, my heals or whatnot. I have the electronics mod on it, which does have health on it, so that's what we're doing there. And then, like I said before, I'm running striker gloves and striker holster. Again, the striker 2-piece set gives you that 20% extra stability on all your weapons. Normally I am running a 3-piece with the striker backpack, which gives me that extra 10% enemy armor damage, which really helps me melt. But because I was in the dark zone, I wanted to test out the new Ninja Bike messenger bag and see how that would help me not lose a bunch of my stuff. And let's go with my character right now. Let's see. I'm only running 11% critical hit chance. My critical hit damage in total for this build is 72%. My headshot damage is 86%. I know I can get it higher. I've seen it higher. I've had it higher with different builds. But I made that silly mistake of wanting to change up my stuff, and I ended up losing some things as far as gear, not realizing it. And again, I know some of you YouTubers out there, it's happened to you. You forget to lock that piece of gear, and you go and try to get rid of a bunch of your stuff, and you hit garbage, and then sell it, and then boom, it's gone. I've done that a couple of times now, which is kind of irritating, but lesson learned. Always make sure you lock down your gear if you don't want to lose it, for sure. I am getting that 60% stability, which is good for me. Let's see, what else am I doing here? I'm only getting 9% for damage to elites, which is a lot better than what I was getting before. I was only getting like 4 to 5 in retrospect. I'm only getting the 4% health to kill because I haven't allocated for anything like that. My enemy armor damage is over 52%, which is great. 3% skill haste, and then you can, as you see, my survivability when I'm out in the DZ with this build. It's pretty self-explanatory. Shows you the armor. Of course, I have no protection from elites, no resilience, other than blind deaf, which is 30%. I'd like to have that changed. I usually don't run into going blind or anything like that. I usually get, or the disorient, I usually get into that burn. You know, I get burned by NPCs with flamethrowers, or, you know, they have the little bombs off to the side that deet, 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 go off on you and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's one of my buddies on YouTube that I run with quite a bit, Red Elmo. We were running Lexington not too long ago, and I'm getting 73% kill XP, which is really good for me because it just helps me keep getting those proficiency field caches. And he was kind of making a stink, you know, kind of a funny stink about it, but he's like, man, how are you getting so many? You know, because I kept, every time I got one, I was throwing it out there, and he's like, man, I want to do that. How do you do that? So I'm trying to help my buddy Red Elmo, try to help him min-max his gear. Like I said, mine's not great, but it's what I'm running with. As you can see, again, with the firearms, it's over 5,000. My stamina is over 6,000, and my electronics can be a little bit higher, but it's only just a little over 3,000. Well, and the abilities that I'm running with this build, my skills, as I said, when I'm running the Dark Zone, I'm running Scrambler. The pulse protects your user and all its allies from hostile pulse scans. My secondary, I love running Seeker Mines. I've got all of my gear pieces geared up with, I believe, a total of close to 50% damage, Seeker Mine damage mods. So when I use my Seekers, they do some really crazy damage. Two of the things I also use, I mainly use the recovery link, and then every once in a while in the DZ I'll use the survivor link. So like if I get into like some really crazy trouble, I pop that so I can run a little faster. But I kind of go in between there. The talents I'm running at the moment is adrenaline. Use a med kit when not in full health to receive an overheal. That helps me in a pinch quite a bit. Critical save. Using a med kit during low health increases damage resistance by 40% for at least 10 seconds. So doing that on top of, you know, adrenaline can really save your butt at times. And then I also run Strike Back. As I said, this is reach low health to reduce active skill cooldowns by 20%. Specifically in the Dark Zone, I do it a lot in the open world or underground. On the move, I'm finding out that having this equipped on the move is great because killing a hostile while moving to reduce incoming damage by another 30% for 10 seconds. So I mean, you could be running at that NPC or even that other player in the DZ, and you're not going to be taking as much damage. And then of course, when I do run my Seeker Mines, damage multiple hostiles with an explosion to apply an additional 20% more damage from that blast. So yeah. Let's get off here and see what everybody's doing. As you can see, there's a buttload of people waiting to jump into this game. Like we're all standing in line at Disneyland waiting for the new ride to open up, and it still says it's offline. So I've been streaming for almost 16 minutes now, past midnight, and it's still not open. I'll give it a few more minutes and see what happens. I mean, we can walk right in. You know, that door's not opening. That door won't open. Open up, open up. Come on, open up, open up. See? It ain't opening. So I don't know what's going on. You would think that it should have dropped, but, you know, we've had to wait. You know, PS4 players had to wait this long. It sucks, but, you know, now it seems like we're having to wait even longer.
I got something you might be interested in.
But yeah, you know, unfortunately, I was planning on doing the live stream when this thing dropped, because I've got some friends of mine that want to get it and don't have it yet, and I said that I would live stream it. Well, it's not happening. But again, if you like the content of whatever you see on my channel, please smack that like button. Leave any comments or any questions you might have. Keep it clean if possible. You know, I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you might have, or you know, anything like that. But again, all you YouTubers out there watching, thanks for watching my channel. Please subscribe if you like what you see, so I can add more content. You know, a lot of the content I'm going to be having is Division, but I also have some other games that I like to play that I'm definitely going to be streaming. Some of them live on occasions, and some of them just some gameplay to give you an idea of how I play my games. But again, thanks for watching, and I guess we'll check back at you later. Take care.